You're here. I hope you have the photon proto-distributor, or we're never leaving this damn facility. That was from the Twin Spies. I played a sentient mechanical. Ask me anything at all. I might even give you a straight answer.
Hello again, Spencer. I've learned a thing or two about your activities in the hotel.
Oh? Have you now? Please do go on. Don't leave me in suspense.
Got a quick question for you. What was it you wanted with a Terror Bile Gland?
What? That damn bellhop promised discretion. Well, if you must know, it's, an appetite suppressant. How do you think I keep my form so lithe? Terror glands keep me from feeling hunger pangs.
I don't think that's it, Spencer. You see, I have security footage of you tampering with Helen's last meal.
Tampering? No. I just happened to be passing through the kitchen and saw a dish that looked good. If being hungry is a crime, you better indict 3/4 of Halcyon.
What are you talking about? If the Terror Gland was an appetite suppressant, you wouldn't be hungry if you took it.
Oh, well, there's... Maybe I just wanted to see what was in it. Oh, law. What a pathetic defense. As it so happens, I may not have had the Terror gland acquired for personal use. I may have placed it in Bellamy's meal. But before you indict me, please, just listen. I wasn't trying to kill her.
So you were lying about being poisoned.
Lie is such a strong word. But even if I had chosen to poison myself, the danger should have been minimal. Terror glands aren't supposed to be lethally poisonous. They're supposed to cause extreme lethargy, as if you'd inhaled several quarts of Spectrum vodka. She would have had to eat 6 or 7 of the glands to die, and even then it would be an extended, arduous process.
But why poison her at all?
I was just getting to that.
Go on.
I only wanted her to be incapacitated during the Brown unveiling. With her out of commission, the next available celebrity, myself, would get to host the unveiling. Please think twice about telling the administrator of my misdeeds. If he learns the truth, what's left of my career will be left in shambles.
What would you want me to say instead?
Tell him it was a poisonous mushroom, or a bite from some poisonous insect. An accident. I promise I shall make up for my actions. Pay to erect a statue in Helen's honor, or perhaps even dedicate a performance to her memory.
Alright, I'll keep your part in this a secret. Or maybe I won't. I'll keep you in suspense. It's more fun that way.
My law, if you aren't a sadist. If I have a coronary before you make your decision, I will do my utmost to haunt you.
See you around, Spency.
Inspector, I've just received word that Constable Keene is dead. Please tell me it isn't true.
I'm afraid it is. She was murdered in her office.
Halcyon Helen, Leora Blossom, Maria Keene. There's a murderer on the loose, Inspector. You must stop them. I don't have Maria to count on anymore, so I'm counting on you.
Whoever murdered her used the Needler.
The Needler was among Helen's belongings. Whoever stole it must have been able to slip in and out of the hotel. Maria was my sole representative in Cedric's territory. The entire hotel staff is on his payroll. Any one of them could have killed her on his behalf.
Well, anyway, let's change the topic.
What can I do for you?
I managed to track down Black Hole Birdie.
I'm pleased to hear that. Bertie Holcomb is a valuable asset to the Rizzo's Rangers property. When Helen was murdered, Bertie was nowhere to be found. The timing of his disappearance is unfortunate.
Even if he didn't kill Helen, Birdie's done some reckless things.
Oh, dear law. Please tell me there wasn't another woolly cow involved.
Birdie doesn't take company effort accelerators. He's been getting some illegal supplements from a dealer.
Every ranger is contractually obligated to medicate themselves with company-approved stimulants. Are you telling me Black Hole Birdie has been playing clean all these years? Huh, that's impressive. A breach of contract, but impressive. Be plain with me, Inspector. Do you believe Black Hole Birdie killed Helen?
No, I don't think so.
I'm relieved to hear that. I happen to be something of a fan of the hack attack. I'd hate to see him processed for murder, but we need to be absolutely sure. I'd like you to continue your investigation. Notify me as soon as you're ready to make a formal accusation.
He agreed to stay at the Grand Colonial, by the way.
I appreciate that. I'd rather keep Birdie within the public eye than let him languish in a bar at the docks. I'll make my report of your investigation into Birdie. Do you have anything else for me?
I also looked into Cedric.
Closely, I trust. Tell me what you found.
Well, unfortunately, he's got an alibi.
Of course he's got an alibi. He runs Sublight Underground. He probably starts his day by preparing half a dozen alibis. With that in mind, do you think Cedric was responsible for Helen's death?
She was making money for him. I doubt he has a motive for killing her.
No motive. That's disappointing, because it's exactly the conclusion he'd want us to make. Unfortunately, even I don't have the authority to detain Cedric. His line of work is dangerous, though. There's always a chance for an accident.
Well, so far he's still alive and well.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. I've already lost Dr. Blossom and Constable Keene, but at least Cedric's alive. The universe is a just place.
Indeed. I've also finished my investigation into Jasmine Leyva, the Prophet of Profitability.
Ms. Leyva earned that title, but not for the reasons you'd expect. The profit business has been profitable for the hotel. Not so much for Ms. Leyva's followers. So, tell me, what did you find?
Well, she seems to be over her head.
Really? What makes you say that?
She's convinced that she killed Helen.
Well, that makes things almost too easy for us. But I'd like your opinion first. Does the Prophet strike you as a reasonable candidate for Helen's murderer?
No, I doubt it.
I'll bear that in mind. Thank you for the update, Inspector. I'll include everything you've told me in my official report.
I've also completed my investigation into Helen's poisoning.
Excellent. I trust you have a name for our poisoner.
No, they covered their tracks too well.
Are you saying you were outmaneuvered, Inspector? Because that isn't what I want to hear. What I want to hear is, yes, Mr. Ludovico, I've discovered the identity of a dangerous anarchist. I hope you will redouble your efforts in pursuit of Helen's killer.
I'll be back.
Welcome to Rizzo's Distillation Station, where we process scented rocket fuel, bubbly beverages, and spirits that'll make you smile, all in the same system of pipes. The top level of the distillery is available to all guests for the purpose of sightseeing and novelty product purchasing. However, it saddens me to inform you that due to classified reasons, we are currently under a state of emergency. As such, we are offering a total of 0 lower-level tours at this time.
If this emergency has to do with Helen's murder, well, that's why I'm here. Your boss hired me.
Yes, That is not what I meant.
So this emergency is unrelated to the murder of Spectrum Vodka Brown's spokesperson?
Nice try, visitor, but I am not authorized to either confirm or deny details pertaining to our classified state of emergency.
Can I get into the lower levels of the distillation station or not?
Yes, but not at this time. Access has been barred to all non-essential level workers.
Check my status. I'm the special inspector on the case.
Wow, so you are. Gosh, can I get an autograph? I'll put it on my desk right next to the one I got from Black Old Birdie. He's so smart and strong, or, well, at least he's very strong. Oh, and I must forget to inform you, Inspector, you are still not authorized to enter the lower levels at this time. Please contact Administrator Ludovico if you feel this decision has been made in error.
So what's this about a tour?
On the upper floors of the facility, we are proud to offer investors and celebrities alike a pristine tour area for experiencing all that the distillation station has to offer Eridanos. Tours are entirely self-guided, so feel free to try one. Simply head through the doors behind me and frolic in the sweet bliss of Rizzo's psychedelic sugar-fueled paradise. Once you've reached the tasting room, your tour will have completed. And remember, for your safety, guests are advised not to stray from the approved tour path.
And let me guess, you have 3 tour options: Premium, Premium Plus, and the Golden Ticket?
Wowee, your deductive skills sure are exceptional. According to my records, we're currently sold out of all Premium and Premium Plus passes. Also, Golden Ticket sales are suspended for the time being due to...
A current state of emergency?
Yes, that is exactly right.
Look, if you dial Ludo, I'm sure he'll tell you to let me in. I'm part of the family. Sort of.
I would be most happy to accommodate your request, were I able to, but I would need a clearance level of Spectrum Violet or higher to contact the administrator himself.
Well, my clearance level happens to be Spectrum Brown, or Ultraviolet, or whatever.
You are very convincing. I trust you with every fiber of my being.
Excellent.
However, my clearance level is not approved for approving other clearance levels. I will pass your credentials to the reception supervisor, who will pass them to the administrator's receptionist, who will access your credentials for credibility.
Can I ask you some questions? Questions of a criminal nature?
Oh my! But I've endeavored to follow every contractual clause and law to the letter for my entire life. Correction, for the purposes of honesty, I've endeavored to follow every contractual clause and law to the letter since my morale treatment in the RR&DD lab several weeks ago.
And let me guess, after your treatment, your whole outlook on life changed.
Yes, that's right. The way I see the world, it's so pretty now. All sparkling and prismatic. I'll do anything to protect this precious gift Rizzo's has given me. Understand?
Yeah, well, technically, endeavored to doesn't mean you were successful.
Technically, you are correct. I am ultimately a flawed being, as are all humans. But now, I'm a happier being, flaws and all.
Right. So what were you like before your treatment?
Thinking on such a time makes me unhappy. As such, I avoid doing so at all costs.
I see. I think that's enough of that for now.
Wonderful! I am so very pleased that I could aid you with your criminal questioning.
I'm off then.
Greetings, tour guest, and welcome to the tasting room of the Rizzo's distillation station. This unit has been programmed to dispense beverage samples to authorized guests. Error. Current guest does not meet the standards of this unit's authorization protocol. Please leave via the nearest available exit. Thank you.
What do you mean you're not authorized?
This taste testing experience is limited to authorized guests. All authorized guests must appear on a list of addresses located in Byzantium. This unit has been programmed to offer critical analysis of all things related to taste. This unit finds your demeanor, appearance, bearing, and/or class in very poor taste.
So you're some type of tasting expert, are you?
Affirmative. This unit has been programmed to recognize over 2,000 expressions of taste, including but not limited to the following: fruity, acidic, bright, earthy, pungent, tangy. This unit has also been programmed to criticize your taste in the following: clothing brands, cigarettes, etherwave dramas.
Alright, I'm leaving now. Hey! Oh. It's a prop. Never mind.
Whoa, you scared the daylights out of me. Don't sneak up on a fellow like that. Say, you wouldn't happen to be the inspector investigating Halcyon Helen's murder. You look like you might fit the bill.
How do you mean that?
Well, you aren't yelling at me, so you're not an exec. And you've made eye contact with me, so you aren't a worker.
It's very observant of you.
Hey, I got it right. You must be a real top runner to be in charge of a case like this. Oh, wait. That's why you're talking to me. I'll help however I can.
I'd rather know who I'm talking to before I divulge any information.
Velbert Wolcott, pilot house engineer, at your service. Forgive the impudence, but I'm still wondering who you are. Not many visitors out and about right now, aside from those damn terror rays.
I'm investigating Halcyon Helen's murder.
Hey, I got it right. You must be a real top runner to be in charge of a case like this. Oh, wait. That's why you're talking to me. I'll help however I can.
I'm here investigating the murder of Halcyon Helen.
Oh, I hate to say it, but I never met Helen. Not even in passing. I've seen a couple serials, but otherwise, I don't know anything about her. But I do know a thing or two about traps. This here's my Terror Ray Grounder, and once it works, it'll zap those wing sprats out of the sky.
Why don't you just shoot the terror rays?
Because the filthy little flesh birds just keep coming back. But you help me get the parts I need to finish the Terror Ray Grounder, and the problem will take care of itself.
What's stopping you from getting them yourself?
I hate to admit it, but Terror Rays give me the heebie-jeebies, and most of the parts I need are surrounded by them.
Alright, what parts do you need?
I've got an incomplete list here, but I'm a tad on the scatterbrain side. You mind taking a look at my terminal to certify I ain't forgetting anything?
Scrap metal? What is all this?
I know, but trust me, once I've got everything, I can build a zap trap that'll keep those disgusting things out of the engine.
Alright, I'll see what I can do.
Greeting protocols initiating. Greeting protocols cancelled. PHAETON cannot extend pre-programmed pleasantries at this time. Error. PHAETON requires an attitude adjustment.
You mean your gyroscopic axis is misaligned?
Affirmative.
Huh. That is very, very bad. How have you not crashed?
Gyroscopic misalignment creates an increasing likelihood of a critical flight path error. Possible outcomes include steering the Eridanos atmospheric complex into a storm, resulting in the destruction of the Eridanos atmospheric complex. Steering the Eridanos atmospheric complex into a lower altitude, resulting in the extreme compression of the Eridanos atmospheric complex. Steering the Eridanos atmospheric complex into a higher altitude, resulting in engine failure, followed by a rapid descent into a lower altitude, and the destruction of the Eridanos atmospheric complex. Each of these outcomes represents an unacceptable violation of Rizzo's productivity standards for the Eridanos atmospheric complex. Clarification of clarification. PHAETON must be realigned with the ship's internal gyroscope in order to calculate a flight path with an acceptably low margin of error.
So why is no one fixing this?
After all this time in Halcyon, you still have to ask.
Captain Mabel Thompson is scheduled to perform routine realignment. Error.
Captain Mabel Thompson is overdue to perform routine realignment.
Yeah, tell me about it. So where is he?
Error. PHAETON cannot determine the whereabouts of Captain Mabel Thompson without gyroscopic realignment.
I get the point. Alright. So how do I fix this?
To achieve attitude adjustment, acquire the gyroscopic alignment key, or GAC, and convey it to the gyroscope management terminal in engineering. Utilize the GAC to interface with the gyroscope management terminal and execute the gyroscopic axial realignment procedure. This will achieve an attitude adjustment.
So all I have to do is get a key and press a button.
Affirmative.
And no one else has done this yet?
Captain Mabel Thompson is scheduled to perform routine realignment. Error. Captain Mabel Thompson is overdue to perform routine realignment.
Alright. I'll handle it.
Rizos thanks you in advance for your assistance. Please note that Rizos does not pay for uncontracted labor, but a member of HR will issue a favorable remark on your permanent record. Access to engineering levels granted.
Thanks. Alright, well cut. What do you need? The plans were approved and we're sending you the requested materials. You can find your cabling in the terraforming control room. We don't have any spare screwdrivers, but try some spork and forks. The dirtier the better. A little grease actually helps loosen the screws. Regards, Walt. If you don't... So... Alright.
Just wanted to make you smile.
Didn't even get our hands dirty.
Oh. Well, there's the key. Now we just gotta put it in the terminal.
You there. By the law, you seem to have your wits about you. I'm saved.
Saved? That's a bit presumptuous, isn't it?
I mean, what are you doing here?
I'm realigning PHAETON. What are you doing here?
I am strategically evading a threat.
You're hiding.
Let's not get hung up on semantics. The only people I've seen down here tried to kill me. The automechs are shooting anything that moves. And then there's the canids.
Look, if PHAETON doesn't get realigned, this whole place will crash.
Eventually. I know. But look, there are right now problems and there are later problems. Crashing into a storm, succumbing to crushing atmospheric pressure, those are later problems.
Look, Captain, I'm going. Are you going to help me or not?
No need to trouble yourself. I'll handle the realignment. Later. Soon, even. I'm just not ready yet.
How about this, Captain? Come out and do your job, or you can be canid bait while I do it.
Ah, right. I see what you're trying to do. And it's working. I'll let you help. Meet me at the engineering overlook above the gyroscope, and bring the GAC. Just watch your step. The automechanicals will fire on anything that moves. Except for their captain, of course.
Well, why can't you make an exception for me?
I'm a captain, not an engineer. Still, you might be able to avoid some of them if you come through here.
Whatever. It's not like I'm worried anyway.
All required touches.
Those canids are done for. We did it, friend.
Yeah, we sure did.
Anyway, I was thinking, you should do the honors. Realign PHAETON, since you've been such great help in all of this.
Yeah, let's just get this done. I don't want to stay in here any longer than I need to. Execute gyroscopic axial realignment procedure, please. Alright. Good.
Greeting protocols suspended. Checking for gyroscopic alignment. Gyroscopic alignment confirmed. Rizos thanks you for your assistance.
Alright. Thank you.
You're back. Any luck finding what we need for the Terra Ray grounder?
Yep. Here's what I found.
Excellent. I should finally be able to get this thing working. Here, take this. It's the least I can do for all your help against those leathery abominations. Oh wait, there's one more thing. You don't happen to have a pinwheel, do you?
What do you need a pinwheel for?
It'll help generate electricity as we move through the atmosphere. Plus, all Rizzo's products are supposed to have an element of whimsy.
Alright, I'll let you know if I come across one, but no promises.
Great. I'll give you a nice bonus if you bring one back to me.
Looking forward to it. Oh, there we go. Pinwheel.
You're back. Any luck finding what we need for the Terra Ray grounder?
Yeah, I found your pinwheel. Will that be all?
It sure is. I'll finally be able to give those winged monstrosities what for. Here's your pay for helping me put the finishing touches on this thing.
You know, I sure would hate to see something happen to your lovely machine.
Me too. And if a few other bits keeps it safe, they're yours. Thanks again for your help, Inspector.
Thanks. See ya.